Since the turn of the century, eastern Pennsylvania steel mills have nurtured a special breed of men. 4 generations of hardy immigrant stock have been forged in the fiery furnace of the open hearth. One such steel town is Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and one such man is Charles Bednarik. The son of Czechoslovakian immigrants, Bednarik grew up on the playing fields of Bethlehem, waiting to join his father at the mill. But World War II changed his destiny, and he grew up quickly as an 18-year-old B-24 waist gunner. After surviving 30 missions over Germany, Bednarik chose football over steel, earning All-American honors at Penn, All-Pro recognition with the Eagles, and being enshrined in both the college and pro football halls of fame. Yet through it all, the man never strayed far from the streets he knew as a boy.
This little home right here, believe it or not, was my favorite home. We were 6 kids and my mother and father in this house. I couldn't speak English until I was 6 years old and went to 1st grade. My parents couldn't do it. My mother was, maybe 5'2", 220. You know, typical hard-working, tough Slovak woman. And looky here, there, you're on television.
No,
Sony tu robia, Asia.
no.
At the age of 81, Mary Bednarik still remembers some words of wisdom she gave to young Charlie.
And they told me, and I told him like that, don't hit him first. But if he hit you, anybody hit you first, give it to him. Give him a good one. That's what I said, give him a good one.
I kind of grew up in what you'd call a semi-violent world, no question about it. And this is what gave me that, like I always just say, animal instinct and killer instinct when I played a contact sport.
Bednarik's combative nature was defined forever by one tackle he made in 1960. Frank Gifford of the New York Giants was on the receiving end of a hit that reverberates still in the hearts of Philadelphia fans. While Concrete Charlie's toughness could be traced to his mother, his tenacity was a direct reflection of a wiry little man named Charles Bednarik Sr.
My dad, he worked as a laborer in the open hearts. The open hearts is the hottest job that you can have in the steel mills. This is actually where they melt the steel. Red hot molten steel is going in the molds. Right around that furnace, it's about 220 degrees. It was a tough job. Had the war not broke out, I had one ambition: to go to work in the mills to help my father. World War II came along, and I was an 18-year-old kid, and those combat missions, I think I grew up because I was very fortunate to survive 30 missions. Came home, and I said to myself, I'm going to go to school.
Here's Chuck Bednarik, Pennsylvania's All-American setter. His exploits on the field are well known, and the Eagles are counting on him. Make sure you see this great Eagle team in action in 1949.
With the Eagles, Bednarik immediately displayed the remarkable versatility that would make his pro career unique.
Most people think of Bednarik as a linebacker. He's a great linebacker, not taking anything away from Chuck. But a lot of people forget that he was far and away the best offensive center in pro football. He might have been one of the great offensive centers of all time.
And that son of a gun, when he went both ways against us, that bothered me a great deal. If he's going both ways and I've got my guys are going one way each, somebody's got to handle him. And he was dominating us. I truly believe he'd be happy if he'd be confronted that way for every week of his life.
In the 1960 championship game against the Green Bay Packers, Bednarik became the NFL's last 60-minute man. But that's not how he wants to be remembered.
And I remember one time somebody said to me, what do you want to be most remembered for? And I said that I was a guy that came from poor people, made it big, got all the adulations and all the awards that you can get that any athlete ever got, and I never forgot my friends and my roots, and I want to be back home here with them. You got to play with that killer instinct, man. You got to hate that guy across from you. Then after the game's over, tell him what a nice guy he is. Shake his hand, especially if you win, right?
Chuck Bednarik, a legendary lineman in whom reality matches the myth.